Hello and welcome to the next video of my LEC Winter 2023 preview series. We're covering SK Gaming. Definitely the team that I am least inspired by from split to split. Going into this year, maybe slightly, I don't know, enthusiastic about what SK might be, but really in the grand scheme of things, SK is just kind of blah to me. Sorry if you're a fan of SK. I think you probably agree with me. The last, little while in your team's history has been a bit lackluster. 14-22 last year, 21-15 at the ERL level. The coach is Swiffer. Swiffer was with them last year, a longtime OS player. 14-22. The team has made some moves, and so Irrelevant is the starter in top lane. I think what happened is Gen X was allowed to look for options, couldn't find a team. SK signed Irrelevant, guaranteed him the starting spot, so Gen X has been moved to SK Gaming Prime. Irrelevant from Misfits is the starter. Marcoon has been brought in from XL to play in the jungle. Gilius is still under contract. In bot lane, Jezu, excuse me, I believe Jezu is back in the French League, maybe. Exekick has been brought in from the French League, as well as his support, DOS. Treats is out. I imagine Treats is done. I could see him becoming a analyst on the LEC desk. He did very well in that role last year at times, so I think that would be a move that'd be really, really good for him. So SK going into next year are 20.8 years old. Try not to cough this entire video. I'm on this is the 10th video today. We're really trying to pound them out. Irrelevant is 21 years old. 3.3 KDA, 7.3 CS per minute, 64.2 KP. That's bad. That's bad. 7.3 is awful. Losing 1 CS per minute to good top laners. Losing a CS every other minute to blah top laners on average. It doesn't even include the matchup, all the variables. That's just averages, right? A very bad split with Misfits. 5.12 damage share per minute, 23.2 damage share, 20.9 gold share, 4 solo kills, 19 games played, 6 champions, Nar, Sejuani, Ornn. So it makes sense why his CS would be low with Sejuani and Ornn in there. But at the same time, not a wide champion pool either. They tried to put him on weak side. And, I mean, Misfits had some success, but really, in the grand scheme of things, they didn't get much done. Gen X is the backup. I would like to think Gen X will eventually be the starter, but I mean, you got to give Irrelevant the first opportunity, right? So Gen X is 24 years old, 2.6 KDA, 8.6 CS per minute, 62.6 KP. 464 damage per minute, 25.8 damage share, 23 gold share, 6 solo kills, 18 games played, 13 champions in that time. Nar, Camille, and Shyvana are the only 3 champions he played more than once. Remember that time Shyvana was meta in summer? Good times. In the jungle, Marcoon, a facilitator through and through. He's a dog jungler. I don't see him being a carry. Ever since he's come up with Excel, it screams facilitator. And he did well last year. 4 KDA, 5 CS per minute, 71.6 KP. Would like to farm a little bit more, but at the same time, he did well in his role. 316 damage per minute, 15.7 damage share, 18.4 gold share. 2 solo kills, 19 games played, 6 champions. Wukong, Trundle, and the Volibear, that Marcoon. At least it sticks in my head, that Volibear, because I think he played it in his debut. Gilius, I'm going to keep Gilius on here because there is a Gilius enjoyer in the Discord, and they somehow pop up anytime Gilius comes into the limelight. 25 years old, had a 1.7 KDA, 4.8 CS per minute, 62.7 KP with SK last year. I think Gilius was the problem. At least statistically, is a problem. Sorry. Can't say was the problem. SK had a lot of problems. But 1.7 KDA, you're dying a lot. 4.8 CS per minute, you're not farming. 62.7 KP, you're not involved. 214 damage per minute, 11.9 damage share, 17.4 gold share, 1 solo kill, 18 games played, 9 champions. Poppy J4 being the most. Lurox, 23 years old, the SK Gaming Prime jungler. I think that they showed the ability to carry. Now, at 23 years old, you know, you're at a point now where you're in the middle of your career. But I still think that this person, I'd argue Lurox deserved an opportunity over 113. 7.2 KDA, 6.3 CS per minute, 66.6 KP. This guy's a carry jungler. 430 damage per minute. I do not think I've come across another 400 damage per minute jungler. 18.4 damage share, 19.9 gold share, 4 solo kills, 18 games, 7 champions. Wukong, Viego, and Kindred being his most played. And there was a Rammus game in there. So, the guy played Rammus. I think that in and of itself deserves a pat on the back. Mid lane, Certus, last year's a rookie, was solid. 21 years old, 3 KDA, 8.6 CS per minute, 73.6 KP. I mean, roughly 3 out of every 4 kills he was involved in some way. Not losing lane hard, middle of the road in lane. I mean, in terms of farm, he's not getting too far behind. I mean, as a rookie on a bad team, I don't, you know, I want to see how he does this year. There is some pressure beneath, though, from Febiven. 487 damage per minute, 27.1 damage share, 22.6 gold share, 2 solo kills in 18 games, 9 champions played, Silas and LeBlanc being the bulk. Now, like I said, Febiven is returning, trying to unretire with SK Gaming in the ERLs. His last taste of ERL play was in 2021, and he struggled. 26 years old, 5.9 KDA, 8.3 CS per minute, 66.9 KP. I mean, he didn't die a lot, but he also was losing lane to ERL mid laners. Yeah. 550 damage per minute, 24.6 damage share, 22.3 gold share, 4 solo kills, 15 games played, 7 champions. So Febiven's going to push Certus because I think this team being as young as it is, I can see, because if Gilius is like just under contract and not with the team or whatever and not, you know, being the leader, the veteran leader, I could see a world where they're like, hey, we're going to bring Febiven up because we're going to try and get a leader in here, where really it should be like Gen X in place of Irrelevant, but contractually that might just not be an option. Febiven played LeBlanc, Akali, Azir the most in 2021 summer. Bot lane, we got Exakick, a rookie at 19 years old. I think this kid looks good statistically. I do not watch ERLs. I cannot tell you if he's actually good or not. If you do, comment down below. But these stats are good. 5.3 KDA, 10.2 CS per minute, 64.3 KP. He is winning his lane in the French League. That is without a doubt. 607 damage per minute, 26.4 damage share, 24.5 gold share. He's a carry. 1 solo kill, 18 games, 9 champions played. Aphelios, Callista, Ezreal. Now, behind him is Kadui, and Kadui does not look that bad either at 22 years old. Now, the issue with Europe and the AD spot is that there is Upset, there's Flakked, there's Unforgiven. 3 AD carries that went to Worlds last year that are literally not on a team. So, for an ERL AD carry to be able to push past a guy like Upset will take a lot. It's definitely a position that is deep in Europe. Because these numbers are good. I mean, at 22 years old, a 5.6 KDA, 9.8 CS per minute, 66.2 KP. On average, he's winning his lane. He's not getting blown out. He's on the right side of things. 581 damage per minute, 26 damage share, 24.8 gold share, 2 solo kills, 18 games, 7 champions played. Tristana being his most played. You're not going to see a lot of that. The only player that you think that maybe does that is Abel from OMG. So Tristana, Callista, and Aphelios being Kadui's most played champion. So both bot laners are good. I could see a world if Exakick struggles, they bring up Kadui. I think that is within reason. I could see Febiven being brought up if they want a veteran presence. Lurox could be brought up. Now, very different jungler from Marcoon, though. So if you want a facilitator, it's Marcoon. If you want to carry, it's Lurox. I mean, And in top lane, I mean, it's pretty clear Gen X is better than Irrelevant. At support, we got DOS at 23 years old. DOS, I guess, has been like an LEC level support for a while now. He's had opportunities, I think. But at the same time, I think maybe an off the rift sort of, well, maybe not even off the rift. Attitude issues has been DOS's problem. 23 years old, 5'6 KDA, 70.2 KP, 2.36 vision score per minute. 1 cleared ward every 4 minutes. 9 champions, 18 games. Rakan and Braum being his most played. Behind him is Prime. Prime, like other players on this, actually has good numbers. At 22 years old, a 3.7 KDA, 78 KP, so over 3 out of every 4 kills. Actually closer to 4 out of every 5 Prime is involved in. 2.37 vision score per minute. 1 cleared ward every 3 minutes. 13 champions, 18 games, which is a lot. Like 13 champions, 18 games is a ton. Tom Kench and Nami being the most played. I think he played Tarek twice as well. So a wide champion pool, and he did well on it statistically, at least from these very, bare numbers here. Neither support really does a lot when it comes to vision, effective vision, I guess you could say. Thinking how I just did the Kwangdong Freaks video in June, had a vision score per minute of 3 or above 3. So winning lane, getting effective vision, is a thing. So this SK team, I mean, if Gen X was in top lane, it would be better. It'd be better. So we'll see what happens. Can Irrelevant take the next step after a rough rookie year? I mean, maybe. Exakick, can he perform? I'm hoping so. I think Exakick statistically looks like a good player. I feel better about him than I do Jack Spectra, which, I mean, doesn't make everybody happy, but it is what it is. So, comment down below with your opinions. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube member. And thank you for watching.